So, Temperaturen sind wieder normal. Heißt, es geht weiter. True. Ich erinnere mich, wo ich war. Oh. Ist ja gar nicht weit weg. Digga. Schon wieder die Wichser.
What's that noise? Stay focused.
Oi.
We'll make short work.
Das war einfach.
Remain vigilant.
Nee, also das macht keinen Sinn, dass sie das mal checken. Bumm.
For mercy.
I will be your downfall.
Ja, klar, der Heilung, der passiert.
Your armor won't save you. It's just a flesh wound.
Oh, ich kann nix. Oh, egal. Egal.
No, you'll regret this.
3 auf einmal. Wer ist er denn? Legolas.
That's all you've got. regret this.
Gut. Wer bist du? Ah, tot. Gab's hier nicht sowas, was man... Genau das hier. Reicht erstmal. Ich muss ja hoffentlich nicht wieder so einen Scheiß rausziehen.
We may be in for a fight.
Warum guckt der sich um?
I'll get you. I've had worse. I'll get you back tenfold.
Ich dachte, ich kann executen.
Blow for blow.
So. 2 mehr, aber kein Effekt. Naja. Ist das hier die Stadt? Ich glaube, dann gehe ich erstmal da rein. In der Hoffnung, da verkaufen zu können.
don't even say that. Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on all watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansem.
Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the Menhir, with you at the heart of it. I can't decide if I'm more delighted or surprised. What was it that made the Menhir react to you? The local Menhir here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you, Colonel, breathed life into what was dead, and, whether you meant to or not, altered the course of our history. That's how I see it anyway. Tell me, do you know what this Menhir represents? So they say. The Menhirs were raised by Merlin to ward off the ancient mists that burst monsters beyond human comprehension. But none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the Menhir represents something more. For some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Quanacht, my subjects, can face any challenge, even at the world's end. And for others, like our guest from Camelot, whom I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. Power once granted by King Arthur, and therefore by Camelot. And power that has been granted can be taken away. Officially, they say they want to gather all the Menhir scattered across Avalon, set them around Camelot, and bring people there to ensure their safety. That is, if they can figure out how to restore the power of the Menhirs. I'm well aware. And now we're also facing an outbreak of the Red Death, which will no doubt influence Camelot's decision on whether to offer my people shelter. But with the Menhir reignited, the people of Quanacht will be even less willing to give up and go to Camelot. If anything, I expect rebellion to break out. And bloodshed is something neither we nor the capital want. I don't know, to be honest. It's not something I could admit publicly, but I feel both sides have a point. I understand the people who don't want to abandon their homeland, and I understand the knights, who must face a long-lost terror and find a solution to an impossible problem. Believe me, being a lord in times like these is a heavy burden. I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on unofficial terms.
Really?
I want you to speak with Dinho and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Quanacht, and as you probably imagine, your presence here didn't exactly make his job easier. With the Menhir active again, everything could change. Calamity's shield, you say? An unusual request. That shield rests beneath the Menhir. And legend has it that it used to fuel its power for centuries. I don't mind if you look at it, touch it, whatever you need. Just don't take it. It's a treasured relic, and the people of Quanacht are quite attached to it. And you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you trying to steal the shield.
Okay.
If you need anything, speak to Ansem. He's the one who decides what's worth my time.
Hallo. Hallo.
Just
Und
keep your head down.
da.
You start.
Ist ja nichts los. Ja.
You startled me.
My bad.
Ah, a new face. I am Anselm, Major Domo to Lord Yvain. Any business to be done in Connacht usually passes through my hands first. From managing the court's affairs to ensuring Connacht doesn't collapse under its own weight, it's my duty to keep things running smoothly. Not an easy task, given the times. And you? What brings you here? Wandering so close to the heart of Connacht's business. You don't strike me as the idle type. Life at court is a delicate dance. It's calm on the surface, but underneath, there's always tension. Managing affairs, settling disputes, keeping the wheels turning. It's not for the faint of heart. Lord Yvain means well, but he makes decisions slowly, too slowly sometimes. Not that I complain. It's a role I've accepted, and one I'll carry out for as long as I'm needed. It's a quiet kind of chaos, but one we must master, for the sake of Connacht and those who call it home. Challenging doesn't begin to describe it. The court is the heart of Connacht, and if it falters, the rest follows. That's a heavy weight to bear. But if I'm honest, it's the plague that keeps me awake at night. I've seen what it does, how it spreads, how it steals lives without mercy. I lost my family to it. The only reason I'm still here is because I was locked away at court while they were quarantined. Since then, protecting this place, keeping it safe, has been more than a duty. It's been everything. Farewell.
Oh, das Klärchen. Die wollen alle nicht reden. Hier unten. Hier ist doch bestimmt irgendeine Quest. Ich sehe kaum was, das ist so dunkel. Komm.
Startled me.
Okay. Das darf ich mitnehmen. Oder? Bin ich wieder fett.
You look like you're enjoying. Ah, isn't this a sight? Gardens, the open sky, and a bit of quiet. Makes you think the world's not so bad after all.
Ich sage dir.
Neither did I, to tell the truth. One moment I'm by the sea, listening to the waves. Next, poof, I'm here, like the wind picked me up and set me down where it pleased. Aye, it's been happening for as long as I can remember. Thought it was some druid's prank when it started. One of their spells gone awry. I even asked a crow once if it had anything to do with it. Got no answer, of course. But if this is the way of things, who am I to complain? I get to see the stars from all sorts of places. And the best part? I never have to worry about where to go next. Not in the slightest. The world's a big, messy place, my friend. If the winds of fate decided to carry me themselves, who am I to argue? I'll make the most of it, wherever I land. And look at this. Landed me in a fine garden, with fine company. Fate must think highly of me, eh?
Hey.
Well, not much, I'm afraid. But I've heard it's a lovely place. Good folk, strong traditions. They've got a treasure here, you know. A shield given to Palamedes of House Tarion by King Arthur himself. Quite the tale, that one. Someday I'd like to see it with my own eyes. Imagine the history in that. Something touched by the old king, still standing proud. Now that's worth a trip, wouldn't you say? Safe travels, child. May fate be on your side.
Rede. Was ist hier? Hallo. Ich meine, es ist gemütlicher aus als das andere Shithole, wo ich vorher war. Ready. Hast du eine Quest?
You're here. Let me look at you. You seem to have recovered after whatever happened at the Menhir. The All-Mother herself must be watching over you. Whatever the All-Mother wanted you to see is between you and her. I can only accept and work with the outcome. Besides, I'm more concerned with the impact your little spectacle had on the sentiments in the village. You've given people hope. Only time will tell if that was misguided or what the consequences will be if it proves true. There is more than one way to spread the All-Mother's grace. Why shouldn't a priestess take part in leading the people she serves? Lord Yvain is in a precarious situation.
Lord
He
Yvain.
needs all the support he can get, and supporting him in this endeavor only benefits the residents of Kunort. Besides, my apprentice Ailey is very talented and can handle all the matters that require a more hands-on approach perfectly well. Here lies Lady Maeve, wife of Lord Yvain Tarion, my dearest friend. The one I couldn't help. You're wondering why I'm here, aren't you? I'm wondering the same. I thought I'd find solace, or perhaps even grief, but All I feel is numbness.
Tough.
May the All-Mother watch over you.
Oh, right button.
Oi, you there, Sleeping Beauty. I saw them carrying you into Yvain's mansion. You feeling better now? Good. Would have been a shame if something happened to the one who lit up the Menhir. No wonder they brought you straight here. Tell me, did you get to
Is this
see
stuff
our
in a book?
lord? Or just that snake of his, Anselm? Sorry, stranger. I meant no offense. Name's Morag. I'm the innkeeper around here, though, as you've probably seen, there's not much of an inn left to keep. Truth is, I was hoping that, with what happened at the Menhir and all, you might have Lord Yvain's ear. And maybe you'd be kind enough to whisper a thing or two into it on my behalf? Camelot shut down my inn. Said it was because of the Red Death, but the Red Priests have been here for ages, and they never had a problem with my place. And last I checked, Yvain's still our lord, not one of those Camelocians. What gives them the right to meddle in our business? I thank you, stranger. All I want is a straight answer. The least he could do is make Camelot pay me some kind of compensation. Damn bastards come in here acting like they own all of Connacht. I'll wait here for you.
Okay. Okay. Darf ich den Äpfel nehmen? Ups.
Welcome to my home, stranger.
Tag.
Whatever brings you here, know that the Langfords were always known for hospitality. Even in times like these. Sit down. Have a drink with me. This is precisely what you should expect from the Langfords. This place has seen better days, sure. Used to be full of people. Now no one bothers. Not since things turned sour. But it's still mine. I was born here, and I'll die here. Let those damn Camelocians try and drag me out. That said, do you have anything we could drink? Finally! Someone with proper manners. Everyone else around here just takes and takes. I've nearly forgotten what kindness feels like. But never mind all that. Come, sit. Feel at home. What's the word out there? Still cheering and selling cabbages while the world rots beneath their feet? The Camelocians? Upstarts and pretenders, the lot of them. And now they strut about, issuing orders about the weirdness coming. Convenient excuse to drive me from my ancestral home, isn't it? Have you now? Convenient. Listen, stranger. Fog and strange lights don't make a catastrophe. This island has always had its oddities. The Langfords have documented them for generations. What you saw was probably just marsh gas or one of the old ruins shifting. They've manipulated you, just as they try to manipulate everyone. But I know better. This house stays, and so do I. They happened to themselves. Misfortune, betrayal, weakness. By the time it all landed on me, the gold was gone and the doors were already closing. And somehow I'm the one everyone points at. Survivors what? A nobody scraping by, begging favors. Better to die remembered here than live forgotten out there.
Hat der ja schon gesagt, warum?
Leaving already? Well, I suppose that's to be expected. Everyone leaves in the end. Go on then. Back to your important business. But tell others what you saw here. The last Langford, holding his ground, while the world crumbles.
Ich check nicht, warum ich die Sachen einfach nehmen darf. Aber absolute Ehrenmänner halt. Elias.
Ah, a visitor. Let me guess. You've been chatting with the last great Langford downstairs? I could hear his booming voice from up here. Always the same stories, the same complaints. I've served the Langfords since I was a girl. My mother before me, too. When everyone else fled, someone had to remain. Not out of loyalty to him, mind you. Loyalty to what this house once stood for. So, I've heard he told you about the betrayal, the mine, his poor father dying of grief. You want to know what really happened? There was a mine. That much is true. But it wasn't his uncle's idea to dig. It was his. The last great Langford heir, barely 20 and already gambling away the family fortune in Camelot taverns. The mine was his desperate attempt to recover his losses. He ignored all the warnings, water pockets, old miners who refused to work there. He hired desperate folk who didn't know any better. When it collapsed, 27 miners died, and not a single coin was spent on their families until he was forced to pay up. He blames everyone for his family's downfall, except himself. Camelosians offered to help. Some lady wanted to pay half of his debts out of respect for his father. The young drunk threw a wine bottle at her and called her a vulture. He knows it's real. That's the most pitiful part of his charade. Sometimes at night, I hear him at the east window, watching the mists with a spyglass, whimpering like a child. But to admit that it's real would mean admitting the Camelosians are right, and he'd rather die than do that. Last week, it took the old mill at the edge of town, turned it inside out. Stones became light as paper. Water flowed upward. Sir Senric was a good man. He didn't die of grief. He died trying to make things right. Traveled to every family that lost someone, offering what compensation he could. Worked himself to exhaustion trying to salvage the family name. The night he died, our noble heir downstairs was passed out drunk in the gambling halls of Camelot. Didn't even attend his father's funeral. Not for him, for the promises I made to his father. Watch over my son, Lord Senric asked me as he lay dying. He is lost, but perhaps one day he'll find his way. 30 years I've waited for that day. But now, with the weirdness coming, even promises must sometimes be broken. There were 12 of us left when things got bad. Loyal folk who stayed even when the pay stopped. For months, we used our own savings to keep food on the table. His table, mind you. Then winter came, and the food stores were empty. The old groundskeeper froze to death in his cottage because the Lord needed the firewood for himself. The others left one by one. Only I remained, foolish old woman that I am. Whatever you decide to do, don't linger too long. Some ends come whether we're ready or not. I've packed my things. Soon I will leave, with or without him. I fulfilled my promise for long enough. And why would I want to leave with him? I think I've carried this burden for long enough. Perhaps you're right. 30 years is long enough to wait for a man to find his conscience. The Langford line ends with him, one way or another. Listen, in the library, behind the portrait of the First Lady Langford, there's a hidden compartment. Inside is the true family ledger. Not the lies he tells, but the real history of this place. Sir Senric wanted it preserved. If you could take it somewhere, at least some truth would survive. The Langfords weren't always what he turned them into.
Mach ich. Das ist jetzt eine Quest.
Oh, hello there.
What do you...
Show the horse! Clink, clink, clink! Move out! 1 foot in front of the other!
Ding ding! Carries the sound! Carries through the stones! Through the bone! Crunch, crunch!
Nice to see you. There. You're going to feel better soon. Do you need something? Are you in pain? I'll do all I can to help, but I need to warn you that our supplies are quite limited. Well, actually, the hospital is run by Camelot. I'm just an apprentice to Neonte, the priestess of the All-Mother here in Connacht. But the healer from Camelot is dead, and Neonte spends most of her time at Lord Elaine's manor. So, it seems I'm on my own. Oh, she thinks I have everything well in hand. As if I'm not even a priestess. The only training I've had is what she's given me. Ever since Lady May fell ill and died, Neonte's barely been here. She just sits by her grave. Truth be told, I'm a bit worried about her. Even when she does come by, she seems absent, and I don't even have the time to go check on her. It is. It really is. The hospital's barely holding on. Camelot pays us a pittance for treating their soldiers. And the villagers just pay with what they can. But I can't make medicine with eggs and chickens. And even if I could, I don't have the time. Some days, I dream that someone will swoop in and take it all off my hands. Ideally, it would be Neonte. But I'm not sure I can count on her anymore. Still, maybe it's worth a try.
Angstpuppe, ich mach das.
Camelot treats this place like a field hospital. To them, it's temporary. Though I suppose that's their outlook on all of Connacht right now. The legate says Camelot simply can't spare anyone else. According to him, one priestess and her apprentice should suffice. And yet, his soldiers are the ones who are supposed to get priority. Even if they only have a blister, I'm required to treat them before a local with a broken leg. There is a patient who won't let me treat him. His name's Wilbur, and he's a difficult case. Most of what ails him is just old age. Some days he's clear-headed, but those are becoming fewer and farther between. Lately, he won't let me touch him. He yells at me, claiming I'm keeping him here by force, away from his family. He's even stopped eating and refuses to take his medicine. Honestly, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know how to help him anymore without scaring him even more. All of Connacht knows that I was marked by the weirdness. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, but some are superstitious. They believe I bring bad luck. When Neonte took me in, there were a lot of whispers, though it got better once I started working in the hospital. Weirdness or not, at least they have a healer. But I'm afraid that, in Wilbur's head, I've become some monstrous figure, keeping him prisoner. You can try, if you'd like. Maybe he'll trust you more than he trusts me. Just, please, be gentle with him. He's been through enough already. No one knows. He barely speaks. And when he does, it's all nonsense. The poor man's lost his mind. I'm afraid there's no point in talking to him right now. Besides, he needs rest. You should speak to Legate Denham. All I know is they sent him somewhere. And when he came back, he was like this. If I had to guess, I'd say it's the effects of the weirdness. He's a seasoned soldier. I'm sure he's seen plenty in his life. I doubt anything could scare him enough to drive him mad. The other soldiers said he was acting completely normal before. So it's not some long-standing illness of the mind, unless he hid it very well. But I've seen similar cases. in people who spend a few nights, or even one, beyond the Menea's reach.
Ich habe eh schon gelesen, oder? Ich weiß es nicht.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Wilbur.
You're helping that jailer with the weird face, are you? Might as well throw me in the stocks then. I ain't going down peaceful, that's for sure. I want to go to my family. What am I talking about? Everyone treats me like some old fool who doesn't know what he's talking about. I can see what everyone around me is plotting. I'll remember all of this. You hear me? They live in the lower district. I'll go to them. But that cursed wench won't let me leave. Bollocks. There's been no Red Death since King Arthur's times. I bet she's the one who filled your head with all that nonsense, eh? Don't listen to her. You can tell right away that nothing good comes from her. Good folk don't end up twisted like she is.
Cool. Die Stadt ist so riesig. Da komme ich her, ne? Da war ich dran. Hier. Was ist hier los? Erstmal brauche ich dein Loot. Moin. Oh.
Welcome. I am Vessa Meredith Talbot. Please ignore the crates. My husband's doing. He insists on preparing for an evacuation I won't join. 4 generations of my family have lived here. The wordness may take it from me, but I will not abandon it willingly. Each generation of my family faced a crisis, and each endured. What message does it send if I'm the first to abandon our legacy? Eadbert has always been cautious, but there are times when caution becomes cowardice. The Menhir still stands. Lord Yvain still searches for solutions. And I've heard that the Menhir responded to you. If such miracles are possible, why surrender before the battle is truly lost? I believe nothing is certain until it occurs. Hope remains while the Mynheer stands. Lord Yvain carries a heavy burden, and he's looking for balance. He's searching for a solution that preserves both our people and heritage. His heart is true. Well, at least that's what I chose to believe. Action without wisdom is merely motion. And what's the point?
Stimmt, so viel Motion. Na gut. Was ist mit dir, mein Ach? Er will nicht reden. Wo bin ich nu gelandet?
If nobody's working the anvil, then it means the forge is closed, and it will stay closed until Beor gets better. A woman happened. He was chasing after some girl he thought the world of. Almost ended up shuffling right off this mortal coil. One time he went to see her and didn't come back for 2 days. I looked for him all night. It was only in the morning that I found him. He was all the way on the outskirts of Kurnacht. Alive, but barely. Afterwards, he seemed to be getting better. Everything went back to normal. For a while, I could see that he was starting to struggle with swinging the hammer. Until one day, he just passed out completely. Now he just lies there, barely breathing. I have no idea how to help him. The auntie, Maggot, none of them know what's wrong with him either. I told him that it's no use chasing after a girl, that she'll come to him if she wants to. Stupid kid. I feel bad for him. What do I care? Whatever happened there could have been her fault, so excuse me for not running to rescue her. I only know that she wasn't from here. Beor's wound wasn't caused by a mere ball. Oh no. Hell knows what happened there. He didn't want to tell me what actually happened, but I know that youngsters in love used to visit this one cave with a spring. It was all hogwash if you ask me. Maybe they went there and were attacked by weird beasts or something. I don't know. To be fair, I don't give a damn now, and I didn't then either. I only cared that Beor was alive.
If you're here to chat, you've wasted a trip. Speak up or ship out. I've got things to sort. Well, are you standing there for a reason, or is the scenery here all that captivating? Pleasant is for feasts and fair days, neither of which you'll find here. I'm here to keep us supplied and alive, not to make friends. If you need coddling, you've come to the wrong place. I'm Shine, quartermaster of Camelot's Legion here in Connacht. My job is making sure this Legion doesn't fall apart from lack or neglect. A thankless job, let me assure you. Legate Denholm runs the show here, and I make sure his boots are on solid ground. He's got a head for strategy and a heart for politics. He dreams of dragging Connacht out of the muck and into Camelot's arms. I just keep the wheels greased, so his grand plans don't grind to a halt. My story? Huh. It's locked up tighter than our armory and just about as useful to you. Focus on what you need to do, not on digging up dirt. Jobs. Check the notice board outside. There's always something that needs doing, and I don't have time to spell it all out. Can you read? Can you lift more than a feather? Then there's work for you. I don't know where all that eagerness comes from, but I'm starting to think if I had 10 of you, my job would be a whole lot easier. And as it happens, I might have something for you, though it's a little different from what you've been doing so far. It seems that over the past few weeks, some of our supplies have been going missing. Just small amounts, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even notice at first. But when I checked the books at the end of the month, the numbers told the truth. Someone's been stealing the Legion supplies, and I won't stand for it. At first, it was mostly just food, so I figured it must be rats and set up some traps. But not only did the traps turn up empty, the next time I checked, a hammer, a saw, and a couple of knives were missing too. I don't know about you, but I've never heard of a rat that can chew through iron. I thought I did. One of the lads, Percy, volunteered to guard the supplies. Seemed like a decent enough guy, but, well, I guess I was wrong. The next day, Percy was gone, and with him, even more of the supplies. His mates swear he'd never do that. They say that the army was his entire life, but I find it hard to believe. The problem is, the thefts haven't stopped, so I'm guessing he had some accomplices.
Oder Percy's
in the storefront nearby. Maybe you'll find something, because I am all out of ideas.
Was ist denn das scheiß Bounty Board? Na gut, jetzt geht aber gleich Fußball los. Das war jetzt eine Stunde. Beim nächsten Mal geht's dann weiter.